Well, hey there, and welcome to Mr. C's second presentation on labeling polygons. We went up to quadrangle last time. We're going beyond quadrangle this time. So we're going to talk about polygons that have more than 4 sides. If you don't know what a quadrangle is, you are in the wrong lesson. Go ahead and back it up. Check out my lesson on quadrangles. There's a lot of different kinds. You got to know the names from. We're not going to go in depth on each of the polygons that we're talking about today. However, we're going to talk about a whole bunch of them. So let's get right to it. Why do we got to know this stuff? Well, it's a building block for geometry. You should know the names of polygons that have different sides. It's actually pretty easy. We're going to be breaking the word up, or the words of these polygons up into a couple of pieces. You're going to find out it's actually not that hard. And you're going to look wicked smart, all right? When you're referencing nonagons and decagons, people are going to be like, what you just say? All right, so you want to look smart, right? Come on, everyone secretly wants to look smart. So it's really not that hard. We're going to go through a couple little tricks on how to do it, okay? How do we do this? Well, we're going to cut the word up. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first one we're going to talk about. It is a pentagon. Pentagon. Go ahead and say that word. Pentagon. Pentagon. Okay, so let's break that word up. We've got the first part, pent, and the next part, agon. All right, well, agon over here is really just what you'll see at the end of any polygon at this point. So if it has 5 sides or more, it's some sort of agon. Okay, so if you look at the word polygon, okay, see that gon? See this gon? Just means it's a polygon. That's it. So really, the important part of the word here is pent. Right? I could be wrong, but I think it's Latin, or it gets its roots in Latin for the number 5. Okay, pent just means 5. There's other words that have, the root word pent, like pentagram is a 5-sided star. So pent just means 5. So a pentagon is basically a 5-agon, or a 5-sided polygon. Let's take a look at what a pentagon could look like. This is kind of a weird looking pentagon, or what they would call an irregular pentagon. Kind of shoots out at different angles and stuff like that. But if you count, there's 5 sides. And this is what you'd call a regular pentagon, meaning each one of the sides is the same length. It's nice and symmetrical. All of these angles in here are the same angle same angle size, and all these sides are the same size. So this is an irregular, meaning a weird, and a regular pentagon. All right, let's do that again. We're going to chop the word up one more time. Yeah! Hexagon. All right, let's break it up. We've got hex, and we've got agon. You remember what gon means, right? Or you remember where we get, or what we're going to do with this part of the word agon. It just means a polygon, right? So hex then. Let's get to the more important part of the word hex. Look at this X here. You know a number that has an X in it? 6. Yeah. Yeah. A 6 has an X. Okay, so hex just means 6. So hexagon is just a 6-agon. A 6-sided polygon. Let's go ahead and take a look at a couple of them. So cool. All right, you look here. We've got our regular hexagon. Okay, same angles inside here, and the same length sides. And then we've got our irregular hexagon that's got kind of some funky angles and some funky length sides. So regular and irregular, but they're both hexagons because they both have 6 sides. Okay, we keep on doing this as we get more and more sides. We're just going to deal with different parts of the word. So instead of hex, let's go ahead and get rid of these. Okay, from here on out, we're going to be talking about more and more sides. How about a heptagon? Guess how many sides a heptagon has? Yes, you're right. A heptagon has 7 sides. Go ahead and count the sides. So hept means 7. Remember, agon means polygon. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the next one. Octagon. Ooh, I bet you've heard of an octopus. Okay, how many legs does an octopus have? Yeah. with 8 legs. Guess how many sides an octagon has? Yeah, it has 8 sides. Woohoo! Let's keep going. So oct means 8. Ooh, now you know why they call it an octopus, right? Okay, let's keep going. Nonagon. This one I think is pretty easy because non and 9 both start with an N, and that's right. A nonagon has 9 sides. And then the last one we're going to talk about, can you guess what it might be named? Did you guess a decagon? Yes, how many years are in a decade? 10. That's right, the root here, dec, means 10. So a decagon has, count them if you don't trust me, 10 sides. Okay? Kind of cool. And look, these all end with that, with the same 4 letters, agon, which just means it's a polygon. So heptagon is a 7agon, an 8agon is an octagon, and a nonagon is a 9agon, and a decagon is a 10agon. But we don't say that because it sounds weird. We use, like I said, I think they're Latin roots for the numbers. Not 100% sure. It's not important, really. Just try to remember the names. Okay? Cool? Yeah, it's cool, Mr. C. We love it. Oops. Oh, all right. What did we learn? Well, we learned that chopping up the names for polygons helps us to know what they look like, or at least how many sides they have, right? We also learned you're wicked smart, right? Well, you can be after today. You should know the names for all polygons that start with 3 sides and go up. Right? We got the triangle, the quadrangle, we've got the pentagon, and then the hexagon, and then let's see if I can remember it. The heptagon, the octagon, the nonagon, and the decagon. Yes! I've learned it. But did you learn it? Let's find out. You have to try it. Okay? I want you to choose one of the polygons that we learned, and I want you to sketch it on a piece of paper. And then go ahead and label it if you want. Try to make it look cool and weird. And then second, I have a challenge for you. Try to draw a polygon. That means you have to follow the 3 rules of polygons. If you don't know those, you have to back it up and check that lesson out. Try to draw a polygon that has 20 sides. Ooh, that's tough. What do you think the name of a 20-sided polygon might be? Take a guess. Think about it. And then maybe use Google. I mean, you're on a computer, right? Open up the internet, see if you can do some research and find the actual name for it. Okay? You think you can do it? I know you can do it. All right. Good luck. We are done labeling polygons. So we're going to move forward in geometry and polygons. I hope this helped.